Evangelization and the prophet Jeremiah, a man faithful to his calling. Today Luke tells us the story of Jesus participating in the Sabbath day ceremony in the synagogue. We see Jesus rise and read the scripture from Isaiah that announces his arrival and mission. Have you noticed that in your life there are times you rise, paraphrase a passage from scripture and deliver a message no one wants to hear? For Christians there is always tension between the cross and the world because they live in the world but don't adopt worldly goals or ambitions. Francis Schaeffer developed a theory he called the theology of disagreement. The theory states that all Christians are called to love unconditionally, yet the Christian can't love without hating the opposite of what they love. The prophet Jeremiah appeared to many as a difficult and unreasonable person who was always ready to pick a fight. In reality, he was a sensitive, caring individual intent on doing the will of God no matter what it cost him, and it cost him a great deal. Jeremiah always seemed to be on the side of unpopular issues. In today's world he might be the one carrying a protest sign at an abortion clinic. He might be the political activist who stands in opposition to a tax-dodging senator while others tell him to forget it because everyone dodges taxes. Why did Jeremiah take on unpopular issues? Because he was convinced that's what God wanted him to do, no matter the cost. As Jeremiah said, "If I say, I will not mention him, or speak any more in his name, there is in my heart as it were a burning fire shut up in my bones, and I am weary with holding it in, and I cannot." Jeremiah spoke fluently, boldly, and without consideration of who would be displeased. Jeremiah was called by God to be his spokesman, whose mission was to call people back to God. How does this fit into our life today? Jeremiah had qualities that we need to imitate. Often, we feel intimidated by what is happening around us. We fear the consequences of speaking out against corruption or wrongdoings in society. Are we fearful of the hostility of those who accuse us of being intolerant? Christians throughout history who have been committed to integrity and values hear the same objections as did Jeremiah. The battle for righteousness, for the will of God, can be traced all the way back to the book of Genesis. If you don't imitate Jeremiah and stand up for Christian values, your silence then condones the wrongdoing of your fellow man and society. Become Jeremiah in your home, your family, your city, your state, and country. Do not remain silent. It is better to bear the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune as did Jeremiah, show the world that you are not afraid of them, and are able to withstand their blows. Jesus led the way in standing up for godly values. Success is remaining faithful to the process God has laid out for you. Andy Stanley.